Hi, thanks for coming. This is a video about using the alternate nostril breathing to awaken the kundalini. It's actually a group of activities that you do, and the way that you breathe or do the pranayama. Prana means the life energy, and yama means the science of. So the study of how to awaken the kundalini. Okay, this is a video for people that have some knowledge of the alternate nostril breathing. You can go to different places and see videos about it. This it has some beneficial effects. They talk about all those different things, but this is the fastest way. This is the secret of how the this particular pranayama awakens the kundalini. This is a picture or a drawing of a human body with the outline of it, and you see what's superimposed on it in color is the medical caduceus. But the medical caduceus predates medicine, and the medical profession took it up because this is every disease can be related to the kundalini. Okay, when you have, sometimes you'll see pictures of the kundalini being coiled up at the base of the spine in the Muladhara chakra. Okay, so you see in this picture here that you have a snake 3.5 times lying at the base of the spine. That represents the kundalini. You see the two snakes that are winding around the central staff. That is the kundalini that has risen up in the body. Here are the two wings at the Ajna chakra, where, okay, that's the eyebrow center, where the kundalini goes up there on both sides and it gets transformed into wings. And the subtle meaning of that is that uh, the Ardha and Pingala expands. The Kundalini goes up in strength the higher up you go on the chakras. So that it transformed radically into the wings because later on we'll talk about the Kachari Mudra, and the Kachari Mudra is the results in being able to fly through the air. That's why the wings are there. Okay, there's this um, up here is a different meaning, and actually, when you see in the caduceus, it has a sphere on top of the two wings. And what that means is it represents the brain that has so many powers that it's much larger than anything, and it also represents the sun. In looking around their world, the yogis said the thing that made the biggest difference is between night and day. And so the sun represents the infinite powers of the mind unleashed, where you can create realities. Okay, the so when you see so when you're doing alternate nostril breathing, people teach it. Okay, so no one's saying that the you see the energy spiraling up the central spine. Okay, what they say is you go up and down. Okay, what they don't understand or don't even have a clue of is that where the energy spirals up from what's called and this particular thing here, this is showing the Pingala, okay. It's supposed to be on the left side of yourself, so they've misrepresented the picture. The Pingala is on this person's left, okay, and the Ida is the sun coming out of the right nostril, so they don't even get this right, okay, and that's important. We'll go through the importance a little bit later. Okay, the sun energy heats the body, and the Pingala cools the energy. The purpose of and what and the both the Ida and Pingala circle clockwise. Okay, clockwise, looking down from the third eye down to Sushumna, the center staff. Okay, where they cross is a chakra. Okay, and so when you're going up and down, the energy is going up and down, and what it does, where it meets, okay, at that level, the chakras there. The meaning of the word chakra in Sanskrit is wheel, and they're both these energies are going clockwise. So what this does, it makes the chakra spin. Okay, so you'll see different texts talking about making the wheels spin, and it depends on and the what happens is that the petals on the chakra are pointing to wherever the kundalini is. So if the kundalini is down here at the base, all the petals of the chakras are going down and pointing towards the base of the spine where the kundalini rests. As the kundalini rises up, and you can feel it when you're doing the practices at which chakra it goes to and stops. There's a resistance there. Okay, but if you go up to the third one here, the petals on the third chakra now are horizontal. And the petals on the chakras below, they turn up. Okay, why this is important, or the meaning of that part of it is, which is not represented in these pictures, is that when the kundalini gets to the third eye, the ajna chakra, it causes the ajna chakra to heat up with energy and fill up, and it produces a nectar called soma, S-O-M-A. Okay, so, and what it does is it starts to drip down the Sushumna. And there are practices like what you do, Kachari Mudra, is that you capture the soma and direct it down to the base of the tongue. Otherwise, if it goes down the throat and goes into the stomach, it releases a toxin that can kill people. So this is, I mean, what you're dealing with here are the forces of life and death. Okay, and more. Okay, so the energy spirals up. People don't know that you should make the energy spiral up. And you won't be able to see that immediately if you're doing the practice. What happens is the energy is spiraling, and it causes the chakras to, as it goes past them, it causes the chakra to spin. And because both the Ida and the Pingala both circulate in a circular direction, it turns the wheel when it's going up, and it turns it the other direction when it's going down. Okay, so this is how, and when you have karma in your body and you have illness, these chakras spinning throw off the toxins and purification. The purpose of doing the alternate nostril breathing is to cause the chakras to spin and clean out the toxins so you can go up the Sushumna. Okay, so when you're talking about the Kundalini awakening, both the Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna are active. The energy gets so big. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go to the second picture. Okay, this is Vegeta Swans. Okay, and it has a different intention in making the drawing of what he's saying is the route of the Ida and Pingala. Okay, and so he's not making any talking about the energy expanding. Okay, like in the caduceus you see up here, so you see the energy getting bigger and bigger as the chakras get cleared. Okay, just straight up and down primarily. The the picture. Okay, so on this person, the right nostril is on this side, and this should be have the red coming down. Okay, so that should right here. So it needs to finish up right here at the third eye. Okay, and it's represented at the nostril because they don't point to the pineal gland. Okay, so but that's the circulation. So you're doing the right nostril. Okay, so okay, so they don't talk a lot about how you start. It's sort of assumed. But what you do is you start at the right nostril and you start with an exhalation. And so it goes out of the right nostril and circulates down to the base of the spine. You turn around and make it come back the same path. Okay? Then when it gets to the Ajna chakra, you switch over and go down the left in a spiral fashion. And when you get to the bottom, you turn around and go back up it. So you're circulating down, you're circulating right on the right hand side, you're crossing over, you're circulating down the left hand side in a spiral and coming back up. And now you're exhaling, you change over and you're exhaling out the right. That's one cycle. If you're doing more than one at a time, then you breathe back up, cross over, breathe out, spiral down on the left, come back up, and switch over to the right. You always finish the exhalation on the right. Okay, they don't mention that in many of the videos. Okay. So my invitation to you is do it this way with the imagery. And then you'll see, do the other guys first. Then Sadhguru has his, go see any other number of them. And then do this. And you'll know the difference for yourself. But don't do anything else besides this because you may inadvertently make the energy go up too many times. Okay, you need to come to recognize um, when you're exceeding the bounds of the pranayama. I've had a couple of students have problems with being impatient. Okay. Anyway, this is the real basis of the secret. Of course, you can write and send me a message. Thank you.